to why your next level keeps rejecting you. Okay? Many people are trying to get to the next level. I'm sorry, y'all. That's why you don't have people all hooked up to your car. But the title for this is, and I'm not even going, I can't even edit this out. We're going to keep it live. It says, why your next level keeps rejecting you. So a lot of people are trying to move to the next level. They're trying to see exactly what needs to happen in order for them to get what they need to get to. Now, if you go into Luke 16 and 10, you'll see where you see where the master fired the manager because he was doing some dishonest things regarding the master's belongings. And when this manager finally gets the news that he's going to be let go, he goes to do more dishonest things, and he goes to tell all of the people that owe the master, to make the debt smaller than what they really owe the manager, which is still dishonest, because you took what he trusted you with, and now you're going to try to make room for yourself in other people's lives by doing another dishonest game. Sometimes the heart posture is the biggest thing that could be your delay for why you can't get where you're going, because the future wants you there. But the thing is, when you're asking for things in prayer and you're telling God that you need a better life, he wants to give you that better life. He wants to give you that better car, or that better house, or so forth, or that better relationship, or those better friendships, and so forth. But your heart posture isn't right. Like, for instance, I don't have many friends, but at the same time, I know that I may not necessarily be ready for friends. Because if it comes down to me having friends, I know I don't text back right away. A lot of people may feel away, because I'm not very communicative. I don't, I like to go out, but more so by myself. So I know that I may not be ready for friends, and it's something that we're not ready for, why we can't get to the future. Some people are like, well, I'm trying to figure out why the next level keep rejecting me. The next level keeps rejecting you because you're not ready for it. There is something about you right now, in the living of right now, that is not ready for the future. That is not ready for that next level. Like, a lot of people win the lottery, but guess what? They end up dead broke. You know why? Because they were not ready. They were not ready for what that next level could take them to. They didn't have a plan set. They didn't have the mindset for the money. Everything crumbled and went wrong. They splurged, and don't have nothing left. So the biggest thing is, when you're getting rejected by that next level, you need to start I keep telling everybody about the self audit. You have to do a self audit on yourself and say, where's my heart posture right now? Am I nasty to people? Do I think if I got $1 million today or tomorrow, would I be nasty to people? Or would I be giving to folks? Or how would I be exactly? You got to start envisioning yourself in those places that you're really trying to get to, and say, would I be smug if I actually got up here in my top tier level? Would I be nasty to folks? Would I not want to give, to my family because of all the things that they had done to me? You got to start asking yourself, who would I be if I got to the next level with the heart posture that I have right now? Because if you change that heart posture, get to the next level, and now you're generous, you're great. People want to hear from you. They want to be around you. There's nothing that you're confident, you're strong in who you are and what you want to do, and you know what you came here to do, and nobody can shut that down for you. You understand? Hello? Hello? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that, but hello, hun. So it's just a matter of, when we're thinking of these things, you need to start figuring out, what habits do you need to throw away? What heart posture do you need to be in order for you to actually get to that next level? So many people are asking God to beam me up, Scotty. I need to go up a little bit higher than what my situation is right now. This ain't working. But the fact is, if you are not ready, God is not going to give that to you. The same way that he told Cain, why are you upset? Why are you upset because I didn't accept your offering? Because at the end of the day, it was about what you offer. You got to be careful what you offer to God. You got to be careful what you offer to him. Be careful the heart posture that you offer to him in prayer. Be careful about the words that you offer to him. Be careful about the things in which that you're bringing forth. You're telling God, I need this next big thing, but he knows you're not ready. When we ask God for stuff, he knows we're not ready. It doesn't matter if you were qualified for a corporate job. He know your heart posture ain't right. That is why the next level keeps rejecting you. You're not ready. When you're not ready, that new level is always going to reject us. Period, point blank. We got to get it together, because the more we keep living in these habitual situations of burnt out childhood, burnt out friendships, burnt out relationships, burnt out parenting styles, we got to get it together. Because if you don't make the change, your situations and your life isn't going to change. Your mind frame has to change to be in a millionaire mindset. You know, stuff has to change in order for you to want your situations to change. You can't be a millionaire and have a a, a homeless person mind frame. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be bigoted about the money that you have, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you're humble. People need to keep that humility. But while you keep that humility, don't let the humility become fear. Because people tend to make fear in place of humility, and that's not the same. So people have to make sure that when they are making decisions, you need to be making sound decisions about your character, who you are, what you stand for, the abilities that you have. Have you attracted something? Like, I'm gonna give y'all an example. My mama was a cussing, fussing somebody, but I started to become who my mother was. I didn't like the way that she raised us, and I didn't like the way she spoke to us. So I started seeing and evaluating myself, and I said, you know what? I need to change the way that I talk to my children. I need to stop cursing. I want to stop cursing. I want to stop smoking. I want to stop stop doing X, Y, and Z. It was a lot of things I changed about me because I didn't like who I was. I didn't like who I had become because of habitual situations that I grew up in. So I changed it. I didn't like how I was when it came down to relationships, acting off of my anger. So I changed it. You understand? You have to change in order to get to that next level. You got to be patient too to get to that next level. It's just a matter of people are not willing to change the foundation. Your foundation has a crack in it. People keep trying to rebuild and keep putting stuff on that cracked foundation. The foundation is over. It's time for you to do a demolition, tear it down, and it's time to build it back up. You keep trying to build more stuff on something that should be demoed. And yes, I'm using construction terms. We have to demolish the old self and we have to rebuild a new being so we can get to that next level. Otherwise, it'll continue to reject us because we're not ready. And in order for you to get to that new level, you got to be ready. Simple and plain. God knew when I was ready for a house, and he knew when I wasn't ready for a house. He knew when I was ready for a new car. He knew when I wasn't ready for a new car. Humility. Humility is not fear, and fear is not humility. Because even when you're waiting on the best of the best, you still got to keep moving. Okay? So I have to get situated for my 8 p.m. because that's gonna be, oh my goodness, it's gonna be amazing. But this is a evening foundation conversation. I love y'all so much, but I want y'all go and demo yourself. You got to tear down that old person that you know is not ready for the next level and rebuild that new one, so that way they can walk directly into that new level that God has for you and always had for you since the time being of you being born. And let God do great things with you, but demo the old you so that way you can rebuild the new you. You have to it's a lot of things that need to be demoed in our life, from relationships, friendships, parental. You got to savage some parental stuff that has gone on. You got to make sure that you're getting your demo some financial habits. You might be bad at spending. Demo how you speak to yourself. Demo how you speak to other people. It's time to demolish the things that are not supposed to go in the next level and start to rebuild the new person that you should be. This is the foundation conversation, y'all. I love all my Rebuild Empire family members. I love all my babies. I want y'all to continue to watch the broadcast. Again, like I said, y'all gonna miss me for Saturday and Sunday. I'm gonna miss y'all too, because I'll be back at it Monday. But I want y'all to continue to keep looking towards this, because you need to demolish that old person so you can rebuild that new person. Luke 16:1, you will start reading where the master fires the manager. And you will see how that manager reacted when he got fired. Go read Luke 16, start at 1. Okay? But demolish that old person so you can rebuild that new person. Demolish the new so you can rebuild demolish the old so you can rebuild the new. I'm glad this is live so y'all can see my mistakes. But demolish the old, rebuild the new. You cannot get to the next level living in the old. Them habits got to get thrown out. Some stuff got to get thrown out before you can go to the next level. I love each and every one of y'all, and I hope to see all of you on Monday. God bless. Be safe this weekend. And I love you, love you, love you to the moon and back. See y'all later.